Everyone talks now about owning their narrative. So the sad sack story is Michael J. Fox gets this debilitating disease and it crushes him.
Yeah, that's boring.
Huh. The film, which incorporates documentary, archival, and scripted elements, recounts Michael J. Fox's extraordinary story in his own words. The improbable tale of an undersized kid from a Canadian Army base who rose to the heights of stardom in 1980s Hollywood. The account of Fox's public life, full of nostalgic thrills and cinematic loss, will unspool alongside his never-before-seen private journey, including the years that followed his diagnosis at 29 with Parkinson's disease. And I am so excited to bring in Davis Guggenheim, director, Michael Hart, editor from Still a Michael J. Fox Movie. Of course, this incorporates all of the emotions, hence maybe the title. Gentlemen, welcome to the show. How are the both of you today?
Good morning.
Good, thank you.
Nice to be on your show.
So take me back. I'm fascinated, and the awards and the credits that this is receiving already. No surprise, Michael J. Fox, just someone who is so loved, and we feel like we've been able to be a part of his journey. What was the journey like, though, in getting this documentary done? Was it something he had been wanting to do? Was the idea yours? Kind of take us back to those early days, if you will.
Well, the early days was I was looking for my next movie and feeling a lot of it in a rut, like kind of depressed, getting older. My kids were leaving the house, and I just couldn't find my next movie. And I read an interview with him, and he was so upbeat and so grateful in his life that I said, I need a little bit of that as a person. And I read his books, and the books were so good, and the storytelling was so strong. I was like, this would make a great movie. So I called him. I said, you want to do this? He goes, yep. And the only thing he asked for me is no violins. And I had to think about that. Like, what do you mean no violins? But what I took it to mean is, he didn't want to make a movie that was a pity party.
Huh. Would you say that it's interesting to hear you talk about why you wanted to create this? Would you say that you learned even more about him that has perhaps helped you with this chapter in your life, and maybe even sharing that as a father?
Yeah, exactly. And I go, why is it that I feel so like low and down when Michael, and I don't have Parkinson's. Michael J. Fox has Parkinson's. He struggles with it every day, and he just is so upbeat, and he finds a way to be with his family and love his family and be grateful. And that's gold for a filmmaker, because what I want to do then is make a film that makes people feel the way about Michael the way I feel about Michael. And we hope that comes through in the movie.
Well, I'm sure it does. Again, it's already up for 7 Emmy Award nominations, the most for any documentary. With that said, people obviously relating, continuing to learn more. Obviously, the goal is never to, get those accolades. I feel like to create a documentary, it's to, enhance people's lives. What message do you want to feel that people come away with? Michael, I want to get your thoughts on this. What message did you want to try to capture? And then, of course, the awards are there.
Yeah, it's nice to have them, but I mean, that's exactly it. The message is the most important thing. And for me, I think the film ultimately is about family. It's about his relationship with his family. Weirdly, I'm only thinking about it now, but when me and Davis were making it, we're 2 very different stages of our lives in terms of our families. I've just had my first 2 children as we were editing, and your children are getting older. And
he's young, I'm old.
Yeah, it's as simple as that. We're at the other side of the spectrum. But to watch Michael and to see how he kind of leaned in to his family when he didn't initially, but eventually that was where you talk about goals. That was the goal in the end, that he fell in, he fell in love more with his relationship with his family than his relationship with Hollywood, and that to me is it's a really powerful thing to watch a guy and his relationship with his family. And I think you agree.
I do.
Yeah.
I do. I'm just saying he's just such a wonderful guy.
Yeah.
And when I think about the awards, I'm like, this is more love from Michael J. Fox. That's what's meaningful to us.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I love that. I love that. I'm so happy for the both of you. Thank you for breaking the story to all of us. This documentary we want to share. It's currently streaming on Apple TV. Gentlemen, thank you. Best of luck with the Emmys. One more time, Still a Michael J. Fox Movie.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.